Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. So, somebody wishes to clear something up with you, but it looks like there's a mountain here. So this is what they're seeing, this mountain. It's like every time they think about reaching out to you, or every time they come up with a plan, it's like they'll always find something wrong with it. So they really overthink, or are overthinking this. But it's actually because it's coming from fear. Okay, so it's fear-based thinking. I feel like this person may feel that you're going to blame them for something, or that they'll be to blame for something, and that is why there's so much delay. They're afraid. So we have them preparing here, you see. They're preparing for some unknown future, for something where the outcome is unknown, and there's some really deep emotions that keep surfacing with this person, having to do with this action that they wish to take, that they're very fearful of taking. But yet, in taking the action, it would probably prove very, very rewarding for them. But they don't know that, because the future is unknown and looking a little risky to them, you know. So what we have here is the mountain. And so it feels like one thing after another keeps getting in the way of the goal, you know. Or that, oh, everything is against it. These are the thoughts that's turning in their mind, and those thoughts keep stirring up a lot of emotions, you know. So the mountain can stand in the way of something that somebody really wants, but yet they created that mountain, or they're creating it with their thoughts. So this most likely has taken a long time because of that. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is that for this person, it feels like it's not easy for them to do this. Okay, so nothing is or will be easy about getting up this mountain for this person, but they're going to learn a lot about themselves in the ascent. Okay, not to mention that when they do make it to the top, the view is going to be worth it. Getting down the other side is going to be a breeze, but from their perspective in the moment, they don't see that. So this symbol of the mountain is about obstacles and diversions, but it's also about perseverance and seeing something through. It can also be indicating that although they're afraid, it's like there's something inside of them that just won't let them quit. It's like it can indicate that maybe there's no other option but to just keep climbing and just keep trying, you know. Something, well, to stay in this, to stay in the energy of the thoughts, because they're overthinking with this. This was the first card out, the sign of Aquarius, and it can speak to someone who who is up in their head and thinking a lot and overthinking. And I think that that is what they're doing. And they have, in fact, created this mountain or made it much bigger than it actually is. Okay? So something needs to change, okay, with the scythe here. Or something is going to change. And it could change quite suddenly. This can indicate a sudden clearing for this person, a sudden abrupt movement, you know, and that could be with the mountain sitting here is like I have no other option. I have to do this. Bang, and they do it. You know. With the scythe, if they stay in this mindset, it's just, what they're doing is they're just dragging this out, and they're just causing them a lot of pain. It's causing them a lot of pain that it doesn't have to be that way. Okay. So the Aquarius symbol, it could be, again, of course, we know that it means that they're most likely, with what I see surrounding it, they are most likely overthinking something. They may feel that it's risky, it's unpredictable, okay? This can be a sign of sudden mood shifts, so that would fall into line with what I was seeing here about just they're just gonna just suddenly do it because they have no other choice. Okay, so because they love them. Look, the love card. They love this other person. So you see in the tower, there they are, they're up in their head, they're thinking, they're trying to get the lay of the land. They may have set somebody aside. Maybe they set you aside, or you set them aside. It could be that maybe they're thinking that you might feel that they betrayed you in some way. That maybe they're playing mind games with you. In some way, they feel, because this is a card of someone feeling like they're going to be blamed for something. Look at all the finger pointing going on. And so they're not trusting it, and they're kind of playing their cards close to their chest because they don't have the information they need. And this is why the tower is here. They are alone, they're lonely, they're missing you, they're trying to get the lay of the land. But they feel like they're going to be blamed for something. It could be that to work this out or to find some sort of compromise, they're not sure. Something feels threatening to them. It feels like they're really worried about what you're going to think of them, or what you think of them. Maybe because of something they've done. They don't know. They don't know how to get out of this situation. They keep changing their mind about the action or how to proceed. Because they get an idea and then they kind of nitpick at it, you know, like they'll always find something wrong with it. Ultimately, I almost feel like no plan that they're coming up with is going to work. They're always going to find something wrong with it, because what's really at the root of this is that they're feared they're going to be blamed for something, because this sits at the root. So it's not really the plan. There's probably nothing wrong with their plan at all. The fact is that they are afraid to be blamed for something. And they really love this other person. And let me see. Sitting next to that is Virgo in the reverse. So their thoughts are very scattered. About what exactly the outcome of this would be if they take this action. Let me see, 9 of Coins. This person could be watching you over the internet. They could have, okay, the initial, well, the plan that seems to be what they're thinking of currently is to reach out to you over the internet, because this is mass communication, or even through somebody else, possibly communicate. Rather than face you, I guess. They're very afraid. I don't know what they did, but they're very afraid of being blamed for something, or their image, how they look in your eyes, because maybe of something they've done, how you might think of them. They're very, very worried about this, how you think, how you feel about them because of something that they've done. They want to escape this situation. They want to communicate with you. We see that. But there's a lot of things. There's something that there are things they're carrying that they need to get off their chest. But it feels risky to them. So there's a decision for the future. 10 of Cups. I feel like this person is trying to, it's like they keep putting it off. It's like they look out of the corner of their eye at this spilled cup, and they really, really want it. This is somebody who's, this card in particular, it's actually called the Holiday, but it's not, the Holiday card is not, it's not a location or a place. It's actually a state of being. So what it means is it's somebody who really needs to take a holiday from their thoughts, because they're over emotional, and their thoughts are making them over emotional, and they cannot think clearly. So it could be that if they would do this, they would see. Yeah, that's it. So okay. So they have to step away from the emotion, because here we have the new plan and the Ace of Coins. If they would step away from their emotions and their thoughts for a minute and just quiet their mind, they would see a new way to get to the goal. there is information there for them, but the thoughts and the emotions are clouding the view, I feel. There is a way, there is a path to the goal. But the thoughts that they're thinking are constantly creating these red flags. The way forward is to quiet the mind. That'll quiet the emotion, and they will be able to see. They will have to work hard to do this. Because what they want, it says that they have to work hard to get it. See, they feel like they're at the bottom of the well, that they've hit rock bottom. And this is a card that says they have to work hard, or they will have to work hard to get what they want, but it doesn't say they won't get it. It's just saying that in their particular mindset, the mindset is what's slowing this down. So time, you see. Here we have the rooster, we have a candle, we have a timer, we have an owl. I feel, we have a bird. I feel that if they follow the advice here, and this is about quieting the mind, because right now with Virgo in the reverse, they're not thinking rational. Their thoughts are scattered. The emotions are scattered. The moon is here, so they don't see clearly. And they're afraid to make this change. She is being overly cautious. And so from behind the scenes, they're watching, and they're coming up with all these plans, like this person really wants you. And they come up with all of these ideas, but they quickly tear them down because they're afraid that you're going to blame them for something. They feel that they will have to work very hard to get what they want. They probably will have to because of the mindset. So it may not be easy for them to step away from these thoughts. That's going to be their biggest challenge, is to step away from those thoughts and those emotions that those thoughts are creating, or this could be even ghosts of the past that are creating these. And so they'll have to work hard to detach themselves from that, from those thoughts, from those emotions, enough so that they can see clearly and think rationally. It's then that they will find the way forward. It's then that they're going to do it. It's then that they're going to see that, okay, I got to take this action, because staying like this is just painful. And so there's the dice right here, and the dog. And so the dice also speaks to a risk. It speaks to a risk or a gamble, but it also speaks to things that can happen in an instance. Like at the roll of a dice, your fortune can change. It's basically a message that just fits in with what these cards are saying. Stop overthinking this. Step away from the thoughts you're thinking. They are driving the emotions that are clouding the vision and creating the storm. Step away from them. Quiet your mind, and you will see the way. You'll know what you got to do. And so there's an invitation coming. They are going to do this. The dog represents an invitation. This person is going to step forward, and what they want is they've done something that it all makes sense, because this indicates somebody, yeah, see, there's the burden. All right, so this indicates somebody who's inviting someone to trust them again. That's what they're hoping, because you see the fingers of blame here, people pointing fingers, and they're afraid that you won't accept this invitation. They're afraid of how they appear in your eyes, or how you feel about them now because of this thing that they did or said or done. They're greatly burdened by it. And so this is why things are dragging. This is why things are dragging. But it'll happen, and it's like the dice say, bang, just like that. You know? Because of the mountain. You know? Because they have to. They have no other option but to keep going. Why? Because they love you. So they're going to see this through. That's what the mountain is. They're going to see this through. Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog's choking. All right, so that's what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.